Hi, this is Craig from Sulcata Grove. I'm doing an update today on these cedar signs that we made for marking trees. I've made a couple of what I consider to be improvements on the method of putting them in and how they look when they're done. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that today. Well, so the first of the changes that I've done on the signs is originally I was putting them in the ground on a piece of half-inch PVC pipe. And it worked great, but they don't look great. It looks like you got a piece of PVC pipe sitting out in the ground. So I switched over to these nice, expensive hardwood dowels. But I'm not going to pay for hardwood dowels. It's that same PVC pipe. But we've changed them to make so they look a little bit more like wood. And I'll show you how we do that. First step is to sand down your PVC. I'm using, this is 100 grit paper. I was using 80 before. You could even probably use down as far as 60, and more the farther down you go, the coarser you get, the more lines you're probably going to get in there. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go over the side that has the writing on it and make sure I get all the writing off. And you don't really have to do the whole pole. At least half of this is probably going to be in the ground, so you really don't need to do but the other half of it. Once you feel like you've got some good grooves down there, and you can do these a whole bunch at a time, but I'm going to put on some gloves. Now there's several different things that you can use to stain PVC. The best thing would be something that's a solvent-based dye. They have some dyes that you can mix with acetone or with MEK that will give you a really good permanent bond. I'm just using an oil-based wood stain. It's oil-based, so of course it's not going to penetrate the PVC at all. It's just going to be on the surface, but if you've sanded it down good, you've got some good texture in there. It may not be that permanent, but it should last a pretty long time. So I'm just going to use some paper towel and just get a little bit of stain on my PVC. And just wipe it on. And again, you don't need to go all the way down to the end because most of this is going to be underground. And the tip, this is an old piece of PVC. I had some holes in it. Again, that's not going to matter. That's going to be covered up by the cap. And you can do this several times, or you can use a darker colored stain to get a darker color, but just a little bit, even you can already see, if nothing else, it definitely looks better than just the PVC by itself. And you can set these out to dry. And again, once those are done, it looks a lot like wood. So it's definitely an improvement. So this is the difference between the original plain old white PVC pipe and the one that has been stained to look like wood grain. And you see it just, and when they're in the ground, it looks good too. Even from a distance, you can tell this looks like a piece of PVC and this looks much more like a piece of wood. It blends in better. And so here's the final product. When we have the wooden post, and the whole thing has been dipped in polyurethane, so it should be much more weatherproof. And hopefully these things will last for many, many years.